Right then, you join me here on a very hot session. I'm just about to get the rods out. I've found my swim. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I find the spots in the swim. In this particular swim, there's a couple of obvious bankside features. We've got a lovely overhanging bush. We've got this lovely little inside margin here. But what I have found, well, what I have been told, there's a few little gravel spots in this area, but unfortunately, no one has given away where they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick sort of far bank markers, which I think, or maybe people have picked in the past. I'm going to go to the absolute outer boundary of my swim, have a little feel with the lead, and hopefully we can find, well, something different on the bottom, because basically this lake, it's just got a flat bottom, it's featureless bottom. But what I have said, if we can find these little depressions or these little bits of gravel, they can be productive. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to nip back to the van, I'm going to get my marker rod, and then we'll have a little throw out to the lake, and hopefully we can find one of those spots. Yeah, that felt a bit bumpy. Yeah, we'll have a little throw out there. I think it was in line with that punky tree. There we are. I like the look. That's going to pop on the clip. Investigate that a bit more. Yeah, that's definitely looking good. That's looking good. Oh yeah, that's the spot. That's the spot. Yep, I'm liking that a lot. Well, what I can gather is a strip of gravel. So one more just yeah, that's definitely banging down. So that's looking really nice. I like the look of that. Yes, it's like I said, it's very, you can present a rig anyway, basically. The bottom's lovely and flat, and the bottom's quite hard as well, so I'm guessing it's clay or something, but it's definitely a little gravel strip there. Just tapping away along. Yeah, and then we are back in the swoop. So I probably reckon I got about two and a half rod lengths maybe of a nice gravel strip. So what I'll do now is I'll go to the distance sticks, I'll get this wrapped up, and then I'll just have one more cast just to make sure, and then what I'll do then, I'll take the lead off and I'll pop a spom on and we get some bait in. So we've got, it's just over 11 wraps. So what I'll do here now is I'll pop a peg just over, pop that there, and basically now I know as well, because obviously I pulled through a little bit, I know I got a lot of area of clearance anyway. It's not so much in this lake because there's no weed on the bottom, but it's good to know how long your spot is, because if I had a bit of weed at the front of the spot, I know I got a good two and a half rod lengths of clearance. And again, on that bottom, just gives me an insight into what rigs I can fish. So I can fish maybe a wafter, little low-lying pop-up rig, or a street bottom bait. So that's that. Let's get some bait on it. Right, just gonna have one more final check now, just to be 100% sure. So here we go. Again, feel that lead down on a tight line, feel it down, bang, onto the gravel, beautiful. Actually spooked a fish here as well, so that's a good sign. Drag him through. Then first little tap. So I'm 99% confident I'm just on the seam between where this sort of clay and then comes into the gravel. And in my opinion, that's a better spot. You don't want to be fishing slap bang in the middle of it. It's too blatant, it's too obvious. So what people do is they go tap. Oh yeah, that gravel, tap. I put it right in the middle, and for me that's too blatant. Everyone tends to do that. And the old saying, fish the same as everyone, catch the same as everyone. So, yep, that's come off the gravel now, so that's absolutely perfect. Spom on, get some gear in, and hopefully be able to bag ourselves our first carp of the session. Right then, so that's the lead off, and that's the spom on, just a little loop to loop mare. I'm not gonna go for that, everyone knows how to do that. So on the spot, I'm just gonna put maybe 10 to 15 spoms out just to start with. Just try to get a bite at a time first. I'm not going to try and pile it all in, and I'm just going to go on this session like a boilie only approach. As I'm going to be repeatedly casting, what I have done, I've picked the far bank marker, which is a tree. The tree's not going to move. Don't make the mistake of picking someone's bivvy, they pack up, they're gone. You haven't got a clue where your spot is. So pick something on the far bank that isn't going to move. So I've got a nice big tree. I can see that in the dark. So what I'm going to do now is get some boilie on the spot and then clip the rods up and get the rods in. And there we go, proof's in the pudding. Taking your time, find yourself that nice little spot, resulting in this lovely upper double mirror. Excellent. Well, hopefully now I'll keep that bait trickling in on that spot, and hopefully one of the bigger residents will make an appearance shortly. Excellent.